What's going on, YouTube? Trying to get set up here. So I do need to announce that this Friday I will be having an auction at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I don't know why it's not coming up on the computer. There it is. Seems like it always takes a few minutes for it to pop up. But anyway, yeah, Thursday or Friday at 8 o'clock, we're going to be doing an auction. And if you make a shout out video, that's going to be for number one. It's 1.1 ounce. And then we got a ½ ounce, the Incused Indian. And then we got a ¼ ounce. So I want to give all three of those away for anybody that makes a shout out video. So if you have the means, feel free. Last time only 4 people did it, so you got a pretty good chance of winning if only 4 people do it again. JK, what is going on? JK Pioneer, always first. What you getting into today? So the gavel, you know what I realized? That the bottom part is like where it rests. That's what you hammer it onto. I didn't realize that that's what that was. I thought it was just a hammer. And I thought it was cool because it stands up. You can see I have this one that I made. I made it a little bit bigger. I made the handle a little bit thicker. And that's why I had so much flashing from it. It's still cool, but Carol Clark, thanks for joining. Hey. So I had somebody last night sit with me on the phone for hours while he made this. Well, not hours, but we ended up being on the phone for hours because then he sent it to me, the file, and then I printed it. I printed it this way, so you can see it's a little jacked up on the top. So I'm going to try to sand this down today and hopefully get it smooth. If not, I can always take a file to it, once it's silver. But yeah, this is going to be the moderator hammer. I want to have it so that I can use it. Sold, you know what I mean? I think that'll be fun. That's what I planned on doing with this one. And then I realized that whatever you call the bottom part that you smack it onto is a part of this. So this is kind of like a piece you would just sit somewhere and not necessarily use as a gavel. But yeah, I made that for Rhonda because she is awesome and has been helping me with the auctions. And she says she'll be free Friday. If not, it's all good. I can do it myself, but I'm not the greatest at typing, so it'll be a little bit slower if I don't have anybody to do that. But she said she should be there, so that'll be awesome. So some of the newer pieces, I got this 3.3 crab, 3.3 ounce. And then the skull's all cleaned up now. I think this looks way better. And then this I ran through the tumbler, which ended up making it look a lot better. I think this is just under or just over 3 ounces. I couldn't really stamp more than the 3/9 fine and the CC on it because it's, a little tough. But at least if it has the 3/9 fine on it, that's good enough for me. Everything comes with a COA, so you'll have the weight. And then we got the 10 channel rounds that I did. And they are all toned. So this is 1 through 10, the toned version. And then this one was one of the toners that I did, but I ended up cleaning it back up to make it shiny. I think this looks pretty cool. 1.1 ounce. So just a couple little things. I'm going to try to get these done probably tomorrow. I don't know if I should do it as a set. I'm almost thinking maybe I should do all three as a set, but then it's going to be kind of expensive that way. So I don't know. I feel like these are probably going to be under an ounce. But I've been wanting to do those for a while. I think today I might try to get this hammer done. We'll see. Wolf Metals, what's up? Appreciate you stopping in. Oh, I found this the other day. I got a belt buckle, and I was like, that would look good in silver. It's really thick though, so this might have to be a copper piece. But this was a belt buckle when I cut the belt buckle part off. So obviously, because this part's here, the whole thing is going to have to be flat, which is fine. But in silver, man, that's going to be like 8 ounces maybe? I don't know. World's largest nuts. Had a package come in today, well, the other day. Got 50 more stickers. Sticker Mule was doing the deal. Look, they got a new sticker. I like that. So we got some of those in. Make sure we're good. I was getting a little bit low, but I think I still have at least 50. So now I have at least 100. So everybody will get a sticker that buys anything. That's just kind of a given. But yeah, so the channel rounds I think turned out pretty good. There's some really cool colors. 1 through 5 has more different colors, and then 6 through 10 is kind of more of a purple. They have a holographic. I still got a bunch of holographics. But you haven't seen that come through yet. I got one of each design with the holographics. I don't really give those out as much. That's number 3. Now the problem is with this one, it's 0.99, and I'm going to go ahead and go with it because I kind of look at it as a little bit of an error. This will probably be the only time you're going to get something that's 0.99 and not an ounce. And it'll say 0.99 on the COA, but the turning was so cool, I just didn't want to have to redo it. Somehow, I had 2 that were 0.99, and I think one of them got switched with another one. Like this one right here, I wasn't going to use this anyway because you can see it's a little bit weird on the bottom. And it was 1.1 ounce. So I stamped the luck one there. 3.9's fine, and that'll be for the giveaway for anybody that does a shout out video. So if you have a channel, you want to make a shout out video for Friday's auction, that's number 1, that's number 2, a 1/2 ounce, and that's number 3, a 1/4 ounce. I don't know if I showed you that one. Just want to show these real quick up close. That was the only one where the back wasn't like perfect. And they're all so different too. But if you like toners, this will be the only time you can get 1 through 10 in the CC rounds toned. 11 I already sold. Spokane has number 11. So from now on, after the auction Friday, it'll be 12 and up if I do toners. The only other thing I can do is 10 more because the first ones were kind of more of a matte finish. I didn't shine those up. So I could do another 10 that are shiny, but then again, I don't want to get too crazy with trying to do too much. And people be like, oh, this guy. You know what I mean? But I start them out pretty cheap, in my opinion. I see a lot of pieces go for 40, 50 bucks for channel rounds. And by the way, the person that helped me with that hammer, Michael, that's number 10. I really like this one. The ripples on this are cool. So yeah, the guy that helped me do this last night, Michael, he's there's some people here. T-Fold, hello. Gadita, what's going on? Appreciate you guys joining. So yeah, this Friday I'm having my third auction, and if you make a shout out video, if you have a channel, that's going to be first prize, which is 1.1, second prize is half ounce, third prize is quarter ounce. I only had like 4 people do it last time, so I was trying to get it out early enough to give you guys a chance to do that, but there's more being given away in this one too, so hopefully we can get a few people doing it. If 3 people only do it, then hey, everybody will win something, right? So yeah, I definitely want to clean this up because I kind of want to use it Friday. Sold. Yeah, I felt bad. It took first, like, these were kind of small, then this was too big, and we kept changing everything to get it to look like a gavel because he was making it from scratch. So yeah, we were on the phone for a while, and then he sent me the file and I printed it, which I'm not great at printing, and I did it this way, and it looked like all the extra you put underneath of it to make sure that it looks good. It just, I don't know, it kind of stuck to it a little bit. So that's going to have to definitely be cleaned up. So I'm going to try to sand it down first, and then if I pour it, I'll just have to clean it up a little bit. But I'm trying to do less cleanup as possible. 7 Stacks, what's going on? Don't ask, hello. I don't know if you guys heard, but Friday I'm doing my third auction, and if you make a shout out video, I got the 1.1 ounce luck round I made, nice and shiny, and then a half ounce for a second winner, and the third winner will get a quarter ounce. So if you guys want to make shout out videos, not only would I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, but you get a chance to win something too. It'd be cool if I could get 20-30 people like the first one. The second one was a little slower, which I had a feeling that was going to happen anyway, and I also didn't offer anything up for shout out videos. So we'll see what happens with this one. If it works out good, I'll just keep doing it, you know. It's tough because I've been gone for so long. When I came back, excuse me, when I came back, it's been a little slow trying to get going again. I haven't been posting videos like I should be. It's kind of been more about the lives than anything, but I love hanging out with you guys too, so it's kind of a double-edged sword there. But I've got to get some more videos out, and I need to get to this giveaway stuff I want to do. On top of that, I have a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, I was thinking about maybe tomorrow trying to at least post one of those so I can give away Plumber's 1 ounce 3-headed dragon. But then I'm back and forth with, like, should I just go live and just kind of have a party and do it and open up all the mail all at once? But I'll get more videos out of it if I do it. Sorry if I'm boring you guys. You know, I like to talk things through and see what you guys think about things. Try to give you guys the option for input, you know. But yeah, it's kind of where I'm at with it. A little back and forth. Anything. Sounded like the dog was trying to eat something. So yeah, I'm gonna take some sandpaper to this. I want to show you guys first. This is some sandpaper I got. It's really fine, so if you're doing like the plastic stuff, you can really. And this one's even more fine. It's like almost nothing to it. And that one's pretty good, and that one's pretty good. I feel like this is probably like a 120. What is this? Oh, this has different ones in it? 220, 320, 400, and 600. Dang, I didn't realize it had different stuff in there. But yeah, these are, this one's pretty thick too for some reason. But I figured I need something pretty good here. I was thinking about maybe trying to take the Dremel to it, but I don't want to get crazy. But I do have to get down in that. I got to get down into those two spots too. But man, I was going to try to print it this way, and it just would not let me do it. Kept telling me it had an error going on. So if I can clean this up, I might pour this today. But I plan on being pretty busy tomorrow. All day I'm going to pour. Yeah, if I take a Dremel to this, it's going to be probably a bad situation. Seven stacks. Did you see the video I posted? I was looking at the Bay Bridge. I was driving through Annapolis, taking the scenic view. I have another video when I was driving across the Bay Bridge. I really want to post that because I think that would be cool to have on the internet. It's a long bridge. I think it took about 5 minutes to get across it. 4 something maybe. I believe it's 4 miles and 4 point something miles is the Bay Bridge. Yeah, as long as I can get it close. When I actually have it silver, I can clean that up too, but I don't want to have to. I just don't want it getting stuck in there and trying to pull the sand out and just getting stuff all jacked up. So we will see. Do you ship to Engelhard? Is that a place? I don't know what you mean. Do you ship to England? I'm sorry. No, I'm not shipping to England unless you want to pay extra for it. I've never shipped to England before, so I don't really know how that works. But whenever I try to ship something to Canada, you got to fill out paperwork, and then, which isn't that big a deal, but they want to itemize everything that's in the package. You got to tell them exactly what's in there, and then it costs a lot extra too. So I'm kind of trying to stick to the United States. I'm in Maryland, if you didn't know. I think you are a new face. Well, I guess nobody's really a new face, but you know what I mean. 4.7, that sounds about right. No, I've never walked it. I thought about doing it one year, but something came up and I didn't end up making it. But yeah, they close it down. I guess it's once a year. And people walk across it for charity or something like that. I'm not sure what the charity is, but I said Engelhard. Oh man. If you didn't know, I'm dyslexic, and sometimes I just look at the word and think I know what it is without actually reading it. It happens. What are you gonna do? I never claimed to be smart. Laugh with me, not at me. 3 times, dang. I probably would have liked to have jogged across it back in the day. I used to run a lot. That was a different life. Once I hurt my back, I kind of got out of it. Then I got in a bad snowboarding accident. And so it kind of got me. I just now got back into working out again. But yeah, that would be cool. some point soon I'm going to be starting to jog again and eventually running. I was so good I would run as fast as I could go for like a mile, and then I would jog to catch my breath. Now I don't even know if I could jog a mile. I mean, I could, but it'd probably hurt a little bit. But I'm getting there. Getting the top part working now, and then eventually we'll get the bottom part working better. If that makes any sense. Huge ship to Englehart. I'm going to crack myself up with that all day. Idiot. You fucking idiot. Michael, there's the dude. My boy Michael. It's my new best friend. He made that for me last night, sent me the file, and I printed it. I'm trying to get it a little bit sanded down. He also made a poker chip for me, so we're going to be doing a silver poker chip when that comes in. Has a CC on it. It says 3/9 fine on the back. I can't wait to do that. 7 stacks. I know you're going to want that. The only thing I'm going to have to stamp on it is a number on the back, because I'd like to do 10 of them. It's going to be tough though, because like these, the rounds here, I'm just pouring those into a mold, right? With the poker chip, I have to sand cast it, so to make 10, it's going to take me a little while. Make sure they're all right, you know. But I did find out the last time I did that live on Thursday, I didn't vent anything. I didn't vent this at all. And it's not perfect, but there could be quite a few reasons for that. But man, it heating up the mold seemed to really have done the trick. So what I'm thinking about doing is from now on, maybe putting one vent down the bottom, like out the bottom of whatever the piece is, and then heating up the mold and pouring that way. Because especially like today, man, it's hot. It's pretty sticky outside. Just standing there, I feel like I'm starting to sweat. Because I'm in Maryland, and that's just how it is around here. But that gets into the sand, I'm sure. So I think you're just basically pulling the moisture out when it's in the oven. So you don't have to worry about, I think that's why pitting kind of tends to happen. Because there's moisture in there and it's just kind of pushing back against the silver maybe. For lack of better words, if that makes any sense. Bill Snodgrass, what's going on? Emerald Coast Stacker, what's up? Good afternoon, silver junkies. Amen to that. So we got 13 people here. Anybody that didn't hear me before, I'm probably going to keep saying it. If you make a shout out video for Friday for my auction, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I got a 1.1 ounce. I call it the luck round. That's going to be for first place. Second place will be a ½ ounce. And I'll do this at the beginning of the auction. I'll give this stuff away. I'm going to put all your names in a hat and just choose them that way. And then this is a ¼ ounce. So I got 3 giveaways for anybody that makes a shout out video. And like I said before, only 4 people did it the last time. So you got pretty good odds, I would say, to win something having 3 different prizes. And it gives you something extra to make a video about. I know I used to think, man, what am I going to make a video about today? I haven't made a video in a while. What am I going to do? Of course, now I'm so behind, that'll probably never happen, but yeah, I don't know, Michael. We might have to find a way to, I might have you print this thing. It just seems like, I don't know. Never say never, I guess. I might get it looking better. I can clean it too, once it's silver. But yeah, I would love to get one of those printers like you got. What's that called again? Sorry, I'm not doing this like on camera because I don't want plastic falling all over the table. I feel like it kind of makes it a little bit weaker too. But man, I really appreciate you. We were on the phone for like hours last night. I was showing him all my prints. He was showing me his prints. Of course, his are always better, but I mean, it's not that bad. Still got a little ways to go though. Doesn't look as bad as it did. I don't want to take too much away, and like it's already kind of starting to look a little weird, you know? But now I can be sold. This is the one I did. I didn't realize that this bottom part, we were talking on the phone last night, and I realized that this is what you hit the gavel onto. What are you all saying? Coining around, what's happening? Appreciate you stopping in. So we got 16 people here. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm having my auction Friday, 8 o'clock. If you make a shout out video, there's going to be 3 winners. This is 1.1 ounce. That's for the first winner. The second winner will get the ½ ounce. I never did show the back. And then the third winner will get a ½ ounce. Golden State Mint is this one. I'm not sure who made these. Does that say? That's Golden State Mint as well. So if anybody's running out of video ideas, I know it's always weird to make shout out videos for somebody doing an auction. So I get it if you don't want to. I understand. I've done it a few times though. We got to think about it like it's not just winning something. You're going to be helping me out. And that makes it even more important. You're going to be working for the greater good. See what I'm saying? Is anybody doing anything fun this week? I think I need to go. Dang, that you almost don't even feel it. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything. That's like too soft. I can see it better when I look at it through the phone, to be honest. I definitely don't want to see those lines when I'm looking at it in silver. I see how it just looks a little wonky. I don't know. We'll see. Big Silver Boy, what's happening? The Cougars Bay shout out auction videos for me. I haven't had anybody email me yet, so I had to go back in too and make sure, because I didn't say that. I had to go back in and put that in the description. Make sure you email me with a link to the video, just so I know. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do that, but you do want to let me know, I guess. It doesn't have to like be a link. But who doesn't love free silver? I know I do. I like doing stuff like that because I feel like I'm kind of giving back to you guys at the same time. Like I'm getting something out of it, but you're also getting something out of it too. And at the top of the hour, I always give away like a silver quarter. I have a $50 that'll probably be the end of the stream giveaway. So yeah, at the top of every hour, I'll leave a number. I'll write it on a piece of paper. I'll leave a number in front of whatever it is I'm giving away. And then I'll take a break for a couple minutes, come back, and then show you guys the number. Whoever was closest without going over, that's who wins. So for anybody that makes a shout out video, I'll be putting names in a hat and just picking it that way. I'll let you see all the names, I'll fold it up, throw it in a hat, and then choose from there. That's how I did it last time. I think that worked out pretty good. What do you got going on tomorrow pointing around? You doing like a little auction? Opening up some rolls? Michael, I don't want to file it too much because, like, I know what you're saying. But when it's got a bunch of little lines like that, sometimes it kind of pulls the sand out. I'm trying to minimize any of the sand pulling out. Like when I go to pull it out of the sand. That's why I'm using something that's pretty fine now. I know I don't want to go too far with it. I know what you're saying. You can always file down the silver, but if I go too far here, I'll have to print it again, I guess. It's really weird that it wouldn't let me print it the other way, though. I don't know what the hell. Maybe I do got a virus on my computer. It just doesn't let me do certain things. You're having an auction on Thursday, Emerald? Man, I wish I had money. You always got some good stuff. I don't have any money to put up for anything right now. At some point, I'll be rich again. Haven't been rich in a while. I mean, not like I was ever really rich, but you know what I mean. Feeling well off. You're out for 2 weeks. Big Silver. What are you training people for? Oh, that was worth 900. I saw that you picked it up, going around. That's freaking awesome. I remember you saying that the knives, the handles were silver, but the knife part, I guess, is stainless steel. That makes sense. I feel like silver, like on your teeth, would feel weird. I don't know. I guess it's metal, right? You didn't mail the package? It's all right. Whenever you get around to it. Be honest, I kind of forgot about it anyway. The police are on the way. I got you. Well, there's all kinds of good stuff to do this week, guys. That's cool, Emerald. I appreciate that. Spray it with lacquer. Man, I don't know if I have any spray clear lacquer. That sounds like a good idea, though. You made it a community post? I appreciate that, don't ask. I'll show you, Michael. I'm trying to get caught up on the comments, which I feel like I am. The firearm industry for police, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I'm good where I'm at. I'm just going to leave it like this. The bottom's still a little bit, I don't know if you can see that. So I was trying to get it a little bit more flat. I think this side I might have to go a little bit more. Yeah, it feels smooth. Emerald, you got to get yourself one of these. Then you can be like, so I was thinking at the end of every auction, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one of these. I'm going to use it, and at the end of the auction, I'll see if anybody wants to pick it up. I'll auction it off. And if not, I'll keep it. If so, then somebody can use it in their auctions. And then we can just have a bunch of hammers that look pretty cool, that don't cost a whole lot of money. This is, what did this weigh, Michael? I think it said that his computer will tell him what it weighs. That is pretty cool. I think it was a little over an ounce. This one right here was a little bit under an ounce. If I had did it with this little ass handle, though, it probably would have been way under an ounce. I do got spray paint, but it might be a few years old. So you think that'll fill in the little lines that are left? I'd be afraid I'd kind of put too much on it and have some kind of like drippage going on, you know what I mean? Of course, then they gotta wait for it to dry too. About 32, yeah, so. It's funny too, everything always ends up being a little bit smaller. See how that's a little bit smaller? Whenever you pour, what comes out in silver is always smaller than the original. And sometimes when you got a big piece, you can like really tell. So yeah, I guess I'm done with the sandpaper. Don't mess with that no more. I feel good about it. Perplexed Mind, hello. Thanks for stopping in. I don't know if I asked you guys, so how is everybody today? Hope all is well with you and yours. I'm pretty good today. I gotta tell you, man, the past couple weeks, my mental health hasn't been like exactly where I want to be. Like, I'm trying to get to a place where I feel good every day, right? And everything I do, I'm like 100% full force, no questions in my mind about what it is I'm doing or anything like that. But some days I just kind of feel like I fall back a little bit from that. So, just been working hard, man. The other day, I know this is going to sound crazy. I know not everybody's into this kind of thing. But I like to do grounding where I take my shoes and socks off right on the edge of the woods. I got moss. It's kind of moss and grass, And what the earth does is it pulls negative energy from you. And so I sit there and I meditate and I think about love and light and positiveness and energy and just anything good. I'm thinking that I'm bringing that in from the atmosphere through my head, and then all the negative and all the darkness and all the shit, I push it out through my feet. And every time I do that, I feel freaking amazing. So I don't know, could be in my head, but it seems to work. You're enjoying the community I have? Hell yeah. We got an awesome community over here. We are getting close to 1600. I think it was 1582 the last time I looked. So that's awesome. We're definitely growing every day. It seems like I usually get a couple every time I live stream, do something. I usually get at least one new subscriber. So that's all I can ask for. As long as we're growing, I feel good about it. Perplexed mind, you do the same thing? It does work, man. I mean, meditation in its own right works, but you got to get the negative charge out of your body. Like, we are electric. People are electric. All animals are electric. And we're the only dumbasses running around with shoes on. And when you think about it, we didn't have shoes on much 100 years ago, even. You know what I mean? I think that was by design. But I'm not going to get into that. That's a left turn. You know what else I started doing? And if the better half is watching, she's going to laugh because she thinks it's stupid. I started brushing my teeth with my left hand because they say that something in your brain, like just using a different hand to do things, it kind of opens up the other side a little bit. I'm doing anything, man. I'm trying to stay on the right path and do anything I can do to feel good every day. And just, that's really about it. But cold showers, I take a cold shower every single time I take a shower. I call that my daily dose of suffering. If I put myself through that little bit of suffering every day, it's only for 3 to 5 minutes. But when I do it, I always feel better. I always feel like less anxiety and less too much in my head, and you know what I mean? I also pray every day. And I don't pray like where I'm asking for things. I pray in being thankful. Thank you for my mind. Thank you for my body. Thank you for my soul. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my family's health. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. I do that 3 times a day. And just saying that out loud 3 times a day, it gets you in that frame of mind. Mental health is important. So I guess we could try the hammer and see what happens. I had everything hooked up outside behind the shed, but I can't go live from there, so I had to bring everything back up. I did try to go live. I never did try to start out there. I always end up starting here and then going out there. Oh no, I did start that one time, and it still didn't work. Because when I came in here, then it was all jacked up again. I don't know. I'm wondering, is anybody that goes live and you're kind of in a spot where the router just doesn't really reach that well, have you ever like turned off the Wi-Fi? I wonder if it would work better if I just turned off Wi-Fi. And can you even go live without Wi-Fi? I don't know. Might not even be able to do that. Hammer time. Oh, 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 oh. You can't see me, but I was doing the hammer dance. Stop. Music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord. Thank you for blessing me. Turn off Wi-Fi? Man, yeah, I'm gonna try that, I think. Because I can watch videos and do other stuff out there. It doesn't make sense why everything goes blurry like that when I'm live, but I have a cell phone tower I can see from my house. So the connection should be good if I'm just, you know, pinging off of there. I guess that's how you say it. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be able to go live without Wi-Fi because people go walk around parks and stuff all the time. So it makes sense. I was thinking about doing that. I got a couple new parks around here that are pretty freaking awesome. One you can see the Bay Bridge from. And there's another one that's kind of like a river off of the bay. There's a really old, I want to do some metal detecting. Coining around, man. I got a park that they just opened up. It used to be somebody's property. And I don't know what happened. Maybe they didn't pay taxes. Government took it over. It's probably what happened. And you could tell that there used to be a house there at some point. I can even see where there was a hole dug, you know, for the pooper. And but you can tell they built it up on one side because it's kind of like marshy right there. Like there's a river that comes in off the bay, but there's a building that's right up against the water, and it has like this channel that goes from one side of the building to the other. Like back in the day, they had some like horse and buggies pulling up, right? And they were taking something off of boats. And I'm thinking, man, what if they dropped some silver dollars? You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna take my metal detector over there at some point. I might try to go live when I do that. It'd be pretty awesome to find some old silver or gold for that matter. Because what if they were paying for the stuff right there? I don't know. But it's a big opening on one side. It's like a big door where the water is. And then another door on the other side. And it has this channel that goes all the way out the building on both sides, I think. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the info. Mistakes were made. Stacking, what's going on? I appreciate you stopping by to say hi. And I know you're going to hit that like button. Appreciate you, brother. By the way, I'm going to try to get another Statue of Liberty done. I'm going to try to get a number 1 done by Friday. I'm having my 3rd auction Friday. And if anybody wants to make a shout out video, I'm going to give away this 1.1 ounce luck round there. A 1/2 ounce for 2nd prize, and 3rd prize will be a 1/4 ounce. So if anyone is so inclined. And then I'll have 10 tone channel rounds. 18 likes, man, that's awesome. If we get to 30, I'm going to have to give something away now. That's a tall order, 30. I don't think I've ever got 30 likes. We got to 20 one time. We're only 2 away from that. This might happen. I'm feeling good. It's only 3:30. I still got another hour before my daughter gets home. Buddy, you're gonna have to watch out. Watch out, bud. Come on. Move your booty. Move your booty. There you go. I'm nervous that when I go to push on this, because it didn't have like 100% infill, when I push on it, it's gonna crack. I've had that happen. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it fine down here. Probably don't need to do that, but run away, sand. That's gonna have cat hair in it. It works. The gloves don't like picking it up. Can you even see what I'm doing? I forgot I turned the damn phone down. So what's it like where you guys are at? It's hot as hell here. I mean, it's only like 80 something, but I think it was supposed to be 82 today. But it's pretty humid. Really don't want to make it too hard. A lot of times when you pack it in there really tight, it's really hard to get whatever it is you're trying to push down in there in it. But if you don't do it tight enough, when you do push it down, it's like it'll be kind of like bent down in there instead of just being flat. And it's a round piece, so I don't want it to be bent down further than it should be, if that makes any sense. I think I'm just gonna pack it in by hand. I don't know if I'm gonna roll this side. This could be mistakes being made, but you know, that's why we're here. We are here to make mistakes and learn, in my humble opinion. Of course, y'all are probably like, no mistakes, fool. I'm not trying to watch you make mistakes. But that's how you learn. I love these gloves, man. When you get those cheap gloves, oh crap, I lost my finger. This is a 7 mil. When you get those little cheap ones, even just rubbing it on, you know, when you're trying to get the fine sand, you'll break a fingertip off. These things do not do that very often. I did it the other day, but that's the first time that's happened in a long time. Ovi. Let me make sure nobody's stealing my stack. Hey, what are you doing? the FedEx guy. I forgot I was going to come back and be like, they got my whole stack. It's all gone. Everything. I thought about doing that on April Fool's. They got everything. It's all gone. But I didn't want any bad juju, so I didn't do it. You do something like that, then the shit actually happens. Like, son of a bitch. Because I always pick up some hair or something. Yeah, I heard that you said one time you do metal detecting live. I haven't seen that yet. I need to stop by. I don't get out like I used to. That makes sense, don't ask. Sup, donuts. Ever pour gold? I have 5 grams of gold. That's 24 karat that I bought when I bought some silver. But I still have yet to pour it because I guess I'm gonna have to make like a bar out of it, really. And I'm like, do I really want to make a bar? I don't know. I just haven't really found a piece that's small enough because I don't know much about gold anyway, but I figure if you're pouring something in sand, you kind of need to have extra. And so if I do it, it's probably going to have to be like a bar. And I do have some smaller bar molds. But is anybody really going to be interested in that? I thought like it might be just better to leave it as the 24 karat for now. I don't know. At some point I'm going to do it. I do want to do it because I've never poured gold. I had some gold and I tried to melt it in a cup and that was dumb. It just wasn't hot enough. So yeah, it melted, but it wouldn't pour out, if that makes any sense. So I lost a little bit from doing that because I had to clean all of the borax off of it because it's stuck to the thing. So yeah, that was a lesson learned. But that wasn't the 24 karat. I still have that 5 grams. I have some other 24 karat that somebody had sent me at one point, and then I have, I think 3 grams, actually it might be 2.5, that's from a claim. And when I got it, it had a bunch of dirt in it. I mean, it had literally dirt in it. And so I cleaned it all out and got, all the crap out of it. But I don't know what the carat is. So at some point I'd like to pour that too into like a bar. And I thought about even mixing it with the 24 karat, but then I don't want to do that. So I don't know, I've been so indecisive on what exactly to do. But at some point I would like to do some gold. I'm not going to start pouring now. And I'm just not going to do it. You talked me out of it. 300 likes. Yeah, you've been doing it for a long time. I bet you out of almost 1,600 subscribers, there's probably 100 of you that know I go live. Shouldn't have took that 2-year break. Oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, you don't want to mess up 24 karat gold. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could probably fit 2 hammers in here. I'm going to do it this way though. I kind of want to Michael, you still here? We might have to make it this size. That way the whole thing goes all the way out. Then I was thinking about just making it all the way out anyway and just having like the sprue kind of built into it. So we're still trying to work this out. We might figure out something different. This is kind of the first test run. And it's the first time working with him too, which by the way, he's a great dude. And I had a lot of fun talking to him last night. So very easy to talk to and keep the conversation going. We talked for quite a few hours making this and then, you know, talking about life as we were doing it and talking about pours and 3D prints. So yeah, definitely a good dude. Yeah, you kind of want it to be at the bottom so everything gets down in there. I don't want to go too far down though. Go right about there. Probably should have put a little bit on this. Kind of get everything ready. I never feel like I have enough on the sand though. I'm always feeling like I need more. See, it's already kind of pushing. We're going to have to go deep and then dig out around it probably. Doesn't even look like it got in there. I had to make it bigger. You can't really see what I'm talking about. I'm going to tool it up. That little point right there, it just didn't get down in it. Very good. I probably should have I think I should have went hard with the sand. I'm not going to do this. We're going to pull this back out. I need to go harder with the sand. I need to use the roller. I tried. Hate getting baby powder in it, but what are you gonna do? Michael's like, come on, man. Killing me. Do we have any booze yet? Boo! Big Silver's probably asleep. This guy. I'm taking a nap. Half hour will be good. This damn glove too. Yeah, I should have did this the first time. Just wasn't packed in tight enough. But now it's going to be harder to get it down in it. It's kind of a, what do, you know? What is y'all's opinion on the matter? Joseph Lopez, what's happening? You found a silver dime? That's pretty cool. Well, Joseph, if you stop by this Friday during the auction, I usually give away a silver quarter at the top of every hour, so you have a chance to win some extra. You can top that off. Every time I use my hand, it wants to stick to my finger. I wonder if, guys, anybody in here that pours, you ever taken baby powder and put it on your thumb before you press? I wonder if that would be better. That makes sense. Rolling it pretty much helped. That definitely worked out. Oh yeah, good call. Totally forgot about that. I'm gonna put it at 215. Last time I had it at 200. I think 215 will be all right. I think it's going to be one of those ones that's going to like to pull some out with it. She's got to powder her nose. Oh, fuck, did it break? I wasn't even pressing on that part yet. Probably should have been. It broke right there. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? And you can see it kind of pulls up. I'm wondering if, like I was saying before, having the inside kind of more rounded in, like kind of like that. I wonder if that would work better. I wonder if I should pop it off. Probably should have been pressing on that too. Always something. Still doing that too. Catch it. Something smaller. CLMK, what's going on? Appreciate you stopping in. Too big too. I feel like this is going to pull out. can start packing it this way. New. I just have a feeling when I pull this out, sand's gonna come. It's hard to get it like really, really tight and be able to still get it in there. Could put it down and then put this over top of it and then roll the whole thing in there that way and then just dig it out. But I don't know if that would work any better either. This is a learning process. This might actually be a little bit smaller too. This was a little bit shorter. It's like too short. Donde? Whatever. I want it to be able to stay there. I'll put the sand in it. Don't try that at home. Is anybody still here? 16 of you. I appreciate you guys. This could be a total shit show, but you know, that's what I'm here for. So you can learn from my mistakes, if that's what this is going to be. I think I screwed up my glove. You know, you might want to put the top on first. You might want to add your stuff. I get ahead of myself sometimes because I'm thinking too much about people are watching. Don't fuck you up. Well, I'm gonna go with it, and we're gonna see what happens. It's either gonna be awesome or it's gonna suck. We're gonna figure it out one way or another. I have a feeling I'm gonna break this bad boy soon too. These things do not last very long. I tried to get the one that seemed a little more beefy than the last one. And then I had one of those ones where you just kind of roll the little thing inside, and that worked good for a little while, but it broke just like all the rest of them. I can't imagine trying to push that down in the duff clay. I would have definitely broke it up. I need more than this. £220 of fat boy. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully that pressed everything in there good. I'm going to use a new glove next time. Get a little cake going there. Rhonda, what's up? More cocaine? Are you talking to me? I know you ain't talking to me, man. I know you ain't talking to me. Hold on, you got the money in there, yo? No, how'd you get the money in there, yo? You feeling better today? That's good. Yes, Rhonda, we're going to shoot for Friday. I posted a video last night. And what do you think about this? Do you like this? That's the hammer I was going to send to you. It's a little under an ounce. But I'm also working on another hammer now. So I didn't realize that this bottom part was actually what it kind of sits on. Like that's what you hammer it to. But it does look cool. So for you, I think it would be cool. But you might like this one better. We'll see. But I had to, I'm trying to clean it up a little bit more. You see there's a little bit of a line on the top there. I got to get that off. The bottom right there, I got to finish that little line right there. I did run it through the tumbler for a little bit, but I'm trying to make it a little bit so it doesn't have all these little extra cuts in it. And that's what we worked on last night. It's always a cleanup job. I wish the sand would always just stay in the freaking... I mean, it's not bad. It could be worse. It could definitely be worse. So that's what I'm talking about. How, see how it popped out a little bit there? This one might be a little more tricky. I feel like I'm shaking a little bit. Don't shake. You can do it. I need to get around one of these. I have one, but it's a little big. Decisions. I mean, I might just let her eat. I want this to be a little bit pushed there. Seemed like it got a little loose. Stop shaking. Now if I can get this out without losing too much, I think it'll look pretty good. Crap, why did I just do that? Nervous. I'm telling you, man, once you get past 40, things start to get shaky every now and again. And I just remembered that we broke that. I knew that was going to happen. We need a battery. I'm not quite there yet. So I am going to grab a battery. Bear with me. I'll be right back. got the big boy. Anybody else? When they see a big battery, kind of feel like Tim Allen. Oh. Love the tools, yeah. Well, I almost want to get some pliers and just try to pop it up. Seems like it's moving a little bit in there though. Maybe that was my eyes. I'm nervous to hit the sand. So close. No, I think the handle's about beat. Oh, it came out, sweet. It broke, but it came out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can get like the 100% infill done there. I thought I put it on 100% infill, but I don't know what that means. Does 100% infill, does that mean that the whole thing is plastic inside? Like there's no lines kind of holding it together? I thought that that's what that meant, but I could be wrong. Yeah, my oven's at 215. I mean, this looks good on this side, that's for sure. You see, when I was trying to get it out, I was going a little bit back and forth that way, and then I went a little bit back and forth that way as I was getting it out, and it seemed like that kind of pressed everything good enough to where I didn't lose anything. That looks pretty good. I forgot this one's bigger. Man. What do we do now? You know, I guess it could always be a little bit cut from that. Doesn't have to be exact. Let's just start with this one first. If I can get my shakiness to stop. Hoping this hole's gonna be big enough. Pouring's easy, they say. Why do you have to charge that? It's only an ounce of silver. Well, I was just going to have this not there. I always feel like I'm going to get sand that leaves here and goes down. Always nervous about that. Man, I hope this hole's big enough. This is going to be heated up too, so I think that's going to definitely help having a little bit of a smaller sprue. I'm going to try not venting this one again too and see what happens. It worked last night, surprisingly enough. "22 likes, man, I appreciate that. We beat my record." That's gonna have to work. I'm gonna try it like this. Well, now we gotta wait about 15-20 minutes for that to heat up. So that kind of sucks. I'm gonna check out the hang it outside for a minute. and I can burn one. These little freaking things are my nemesis. First the big balls fell, and now these are everywhere. Doesn't matter how many times you clean it up, it's still there. So I figure if that's an ounce, I'll probably we'll just put 2 ounces in the furnace. That shouldn't take long to get going. So I'm gonna start that up in a second too. That way, when everything should be ready around the same time. And you can watch the fire. Look at these things. Good Lord. It's the only thing about the woods is springtime. Is my deck. Like I have trees covering my deck. Put the pan on the table. That's what I did last time. I like this to be up a little higher. I'm grabbing it. Granted, it's like 2.5 inches. Probably not doing much, but you know, I might melt down something. Actually, if I do that, I don't have to weigh anything because I know probably just melt that. I don't really like that either. Gotta get this little spot out of that one. I don't want to melt that one yet until I get that spot out. Just take a drill bit to it real quick. I think when I poured this one, it got a little bit of, get in the house, get it. I did this in a cup, and I think it had a little bit of the crap in it, so I just drilled it out. So I know that's an ounce. Actually, that's probably over an ounce. I think if we do those two, it should be good. Yeah, those hearts I think were 2 ounces. Now that I'm thinking about it, that should be enough. It might be a little premature. I want to make sure that that's hot. Just gonna wait a couple more minutes. Make sure the mold's nice and hot. Herman, what's happening? Appreciate you stopping in. If I missed anybody, my bad. A wood burning like my sign would be pretty cool. That's what your son's doing? Wood burning? Herman, we're making this hammer. It broke, but that's what we're making. So that I can be like, sold with silver on Friday. If you don't know, Friday I'm having my 3rd auction. Stop by and hang out. And anybody that has a channel and you want to make a shout out video, I'm giving away a 1.1 ounce round that I made. And then I have a 1/2 ounce bullion Incuse Indian. And then a 1/4 ounce Eagle from Golden State Mint. So there'll be 3 winners. So if anybody wants to make a shout out video, feel free, just email me that you did. Try and get as many people there as possible. Yeah, the smart thing would have been to look at a clock when I put that in the oven. But I feel like we're probably around 10 minutes. You would be right. These freaking things are my nemesis. I hate them. All right, I think it's probably about time. We need to get a little bit closer here. didn't go live that one day last week because the big pollens were falling everywhere. I got shorts on, so we're gonna put these on the feet. So I don't know about you, but molten metal on my leg doesn't sound like a good day. At some point I'm going to put a roof on half of this deck. I don't have to worry about that stuff. I have like a full like metal floor on the bottom. Just in case. But I'm thinking Thursday maybe I'll turn off the Wi-Fi and try to do it behind the shed and see what happens. Because this isn't where I normally pour anyway. I'm just trying to be able to live stream it. Which always makes me nervous. Kind of letting it warm up a little slow because I still got to get that out of the oven. I want to make sure it has enough time. It's going to be my luck when I pull that out. One of those little bastards is going to fall right into silver. Problem is too, like behind the shed I don't have a roof either, so there's that. Yeah, Michael, 20 minutes is what I'm looking for. Kind of, well, 15 to 20 is what I was told. I think I had it for like 25 the last time. But I put it on 215 instead of 200 too, so. Reward, what's happening? Appreciate you stopping in. Oh my god, these little things are everywhere. Ugh. Stop it. Stop falling. I turned the oven up a little bit, and I'm gonna go grab it out. Still gotta put on my safety gear. It looks like it's pretty much there. Safety first. I jumped the gun.
It's hot like fire.
Instant sweating. Really don't want that to have stuff falling in it. Yeah, I wonder if I should do this inside just to. Whoa. That's a little unexpected. I don't want those things falling and getting in this crap. Should clean up nice. And it's still kind of hot. It is a warm day today. I'm not going to be doing this when it's 100 degrees outside, that's for sure. Put all that leather on. Glove, that's what I was driving. That's hot. Don't touch that like that. Still hot. But yeah, man, I think heating this up kind of it helps. Not having an event like that's a lot more work. You saw how long it took just to do that. The events adds like another half an hour probably, at least. Depends on the piece, really. Because there's some pieces I've vented the crap out of. Man, that was borderline burning my damn finger. It didn't feel hot at first. Don't touch it. There is some pitting on the handle. The one on that one side, though, I feel like I can clean that up. I thought about running a vent down the end of it but I'm still trying to figure out if this whole process works or not. So run this bad boy through the tumbler. Make it nice and shiny. Of course, you got to clean it up first. Like the little flashing that's here and there. I have to get that little flashing off of there. And right here. That. We'll see what happens. But I should be able to clean it up pretty good. So let me thank Michael one more time. I appreciate you. He made this last night. We were on the phone. And sent it to me, and then I printed it out. I still feel like it'd be better. What's the printer that you got? Well, I know you said you got pretty much all of them, but the one where it makes everything smooth and you don't see those lines, like that would be nice. "23 likes. I appreciate you guys. The verdict is it'll look good once I clean it up. I think we're good, Michael. I have this saw. I'm pretty sure it's a jeweler saw. I feel like they do call it something else. I broke this blade because they're so damn tiny. But actually, you know what I found in my shed the other day is these. There's a bunch of different types. So I'm wondering if one of these might work a little bit better for sawing that off. But I also have just a little hacksaw that looks about that size. It's just a hacksaw. I got a bunch of extra blades for it, and that cuts through stuff pretty quick too. That's how I did this one, because I ran this sprue all the way out too. All right, Michael. Appreciate you stopping in. I'm going to be getting off here soon. Sorry, I'm always late to the party when it comes to the comments. So yeah, I want to talk about it one more time. I'm going to have an auction 8 o'clock Friday night. My third auction ever. And so we've got some new pieces. I've still got some of the older pieces that I might try to let go of, and some coins. I have some new coins I've been going through, and I might even have a few different things too, not just pours. So I'm going to post a video Thursday or Friday earlier in the day, or Thursday night, probably more Friday in the day, and show you guys any kind of new stuff that might be there. Obviously, everything I showed before, I can't fit in one auction anyway, right? So it's kind of, I have so much stuff and I'm just trying to get to it here and there. And I don't even think I showed, because I made that video like 2 or 3 times. I kept screwing it up. And the one I actually posted, I don't even think I showed the coins that were over on the desk. That was just on the table. I don't remember, but still lots of stuff. I might do a couple buck and go type of deals and things like that, but yeah, I'm gonna have the channel rounds here. So we got the toned channel rounds. Those right there. We got some really cool colors. These are more green and purple, or blue and purple, I guess. And then we got more greens in this first 5, which is crazy because I did them at the same time. I did these 5, and then like 5 minutes later I did those 5. So it's really kind of crazy figuring out this whole toning thing. But this one is kind of an error, right? You're going to get a chance to get a 0.99 instead of a 1 ounce because I really love the toning and I didn't want to have to do another one. So this will probably be the only time you're going to get a 0.99, and it will be marked 0.99. I will write that on the COA, but that's the number 3. But if you do a shout out video, you're going to get a chance to win this 1.1 ounce. I want to do the drawing at the beginning of the live stream. I might even come on before 8 just to do that. So that's going to be first prize. This will be second prize. I love this piece. I actually think I bought like 20 of those, so I would have 10 ounces in that. And then this right here, Golden State Mint 1/4 ounce. So there'll be 3 winners. So hopefully I can get at least 3 people to make a shout out video. So yeah, I got some more stickers in the mail the other day, so we got plenty of those now. Oh, Pirate sent me his chip. That was pretty cool. But yeah, this is a new piece. This is new because it's cleaned different. So these are all new. The crab is new. And then I have a 1 pound copper bar. And I'm gonna try to get these runes done tomorrow. I'm gonna do all 3 of them. I don't know if I'm gonna try to put it in like a set or sell them individually. I'm not sure yet. But if you guys have seen those new runes that came out and you put the black light on it and it shines like different colors, those are cool. That's not what this is going to be, but maybe at some point. So yeah, I'm going to use this during the auction, and then I'll probably either auction it off, or Rhonda, if you like this one better than this one, I'm going to send you whichever one you like better. So but let me at least clean this up first. Run it through the tumbler, because it's going to look shiny like this one. Like the crab. And this was a new piece too. I did this 2 weeks ago, I believe. I think it's just under 3 ounces. Oh, you know what? Why didn't I just use that? That was pretty dumb. That would have been plenty. Sitting here melting stuff down. Granted, I needed to melt that stuff down anyway. That's the learning process. I got a whole box full of learning process pieces, which I am still in, by the way. Sure, reward, it doesn't have to be perfect. A minute long, man, you can just do it short. As long as it is a minute. I don't even care. I mean, just something. But I get it. I make videos over and over until I feel like they're right. A lot of times I walk around the house talking to myself and trying to say whatever I'm going to say in the video out loud, just so that I'm ready for it, so it comes out my mouth when I want it to. Call me crazy, but I find myself doing that pretty often. That's why I like making videos with no one at home. You know, I'll tell you, before I came back, there's 2 years when I was gone, I made a video at least 365 times. I guarantee I did, for 2 years, I tried every few days, and a lot of times I'd do 3 and 4 of them. And I just never felt like I either made the video right, or felt like I either said too much or not enough, and it just never really felt right to me. So I kept putting it off and putting it off, and finally I was like, man, today I'm going to hit record, and whatever I say, that was the I'm back video. Whatever I say is getting posted because I need to get back. The burning. I thought you were looking at that thing earlier. I thought that's what you were saying. Having something look like that. I'm the same way. You have all this in your head, you say it to yourself 8 times, and then when you hit record, it doesn't come out that way. That's always the problem. I hear you on that. Just write it all down and hold it up in front of the camera. That's good enough. 8 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time. Capital currency. Auction, number 3. There you go. And just leave it up for a minute. I'm fine with that. Really, it's just about eyes getting on it, right? That's why I said, if you have 100 subscribers, I think that's good enough. It'd be nice to get one of those big channels to post something, but that's never going to happen. You can shout them out all day, and they're not going to shout you out. I'm not trying to pressure you. Don't, Sheree, I was just saying that. Don't feel pressured. I'm just being goofy. I understand. There is a pink and yellow moth. I guess it's a moth outside. And it's been there since last night. Look at this thing. Pay no attention to my messed up screen. What the hell? Look at this thing. I noticed it last night because the cat was like, what the hell is this thing? Climbing up on the chair trying to get it. So I don't know if it's dead. I think this is the first time I've seen something like this though. Looks like a freaking unicorn. Oh, is that the arm? Never mind. Dude, it's Trump. It's freaking Trump. Look at that. I guess it's not orange, it's kind of more yellow, but that's funny. Cracking myself up here. Orange man bad. Oh, I guess I should turn the oven off. Alright, well, that was pretty eventful. I think it's still hot. Buffalo Boy is over on Instagram and TikTok. And he has like a spare bedroom, I think is what it is. So he's got his desk set up, I think one on each side. Everything is in this room. And he ran a fan through the room. And so he'll sit the mold kind of right on this thing that sucks the air through. And almost immediately he grabs it with his hand. I'm like, dude, how do you do that? He's like, oh, I got a fan hooked up underneath and it pulls it through. And I was like, still, you literally touch it right away. Kind of blew my mind. Ravenhawk Coins just did a video. Went to the what did I say? Went to the coin shop and found this. That just came up. I like him. He's good people. I'm in Maryland. SGT, what's going on? I just poured a hammer. Well, a gavel. So I can be like, sold on Friday. I made this one first, and then I realized that it's actually a gavel with the thing that you hit the gavel on. So it didn't really make as much sense. This looks cool, but to use it, eh. So last night, Michael was making this, and I kept telling him, make that bigger, make that smaller, make that more round. And eventually, we got it right. And I just poured it. It needs to be cleaned up, obviously, but... And I didn't do any venting. No venting. I heat the mold up in the oven for about 20 minutes at 200. Actually, this time I put it on 215. And I guess it pulls any kind of moisture out of it. And you really... There's a little bit of pitting right there, but I think I can clean that out. It's not bad at all. So yeah, this Friday, having an auction. Anybody wants to do a shout out video, you're gonna have a chance to win almost 2 ounces, because this is 1.1 ounce. That's for first place. Second place, ½ ounce. Third place, ¼ ounce. So if anybody's inclined, I know I keep saying that. People that have been here all day are like, what the hell, dude, again? You gotta do it. Gotta promote. Got 15 people in here, 23 likes. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, got the new CC channel rounds that are toned. Can you even see what I'm talking about? That's a lot of the new stuff. This was toned around the edge, and the skull was this color. And it didn't look all that great, and it got passed on, so I cleaned it up all the way. I think that's way better. If it gets passed on again, I might have to just remelt it. Do something new. Because this one's actually kind of an error. I'll talk about that right now too. This is not going to happen very often. Again, this one is a 0.99, and I make sure that they're all at least an ounce. Usually they're over. And that one got slipped in, and I didn't realize it until after I toned it, but the toning on it is freaking awesome. I really like this toning. So this is the only time I'm going to go with a 0.99 for a channel round. That'll be your only chance to get something like that. I like things like that. That's always the things I go after, the stuff that's different, error type deals. This one, I stamped it, and I don't know what happened. I stamped it 3.3. Now when I weigh it, it's 3.29. So it's only a point off, and I will write that on the COA. I'm going to write stamp error on the COA, if that's what you guys are into. I just don't want to melt it down, man. I really like this piece. I don't want to remelt it. Make another one. That was a lot of work too. That's when I was venting all this way and that way, and it's real thin, so I had to do it like this, right? So when it poured in, it got fatter, and then I had to cut that. I had to cut the whole top with a saw, and it took a long time. It's just one of those pieces I don't want to melt down, but SGT, you talking about the 2018 South Korean Tiger? Did I show that? I wasn't sure if I went over to the desk in that second video I made. It was late last night when I posted that, and I thought I forgot to even show that stuff. So that's good. But yeah, you can't find one. I found one on the internet right now for $600. And I tried to sell it for $5. Nobody was really biting on that. So I ended up putting $450 on it just to kind of see what would happen. I would let it go for $450. It's definitely worth that. But yeah, I don't know. You can even make me an offer. We can talk. We can talk. But yeah, there's only 2,000 of them minted. So there's not many out there. There's one comp for $600. So I think $450 is an amazing deal. But you know, if people aren't into that stuff, who's going to want to spend the extra? You know, I get it. A lot of stackers are like, no, I need the most weight for the cheapest. No, I'm asking 450. 600 is the other one that's on the internet. There's one available on eBay, I think, for 600. And that's the only place you can find it. If you go to any website, they're gone because there's only 2,000 of them. So I took it down to 450 or best offer. I might be willing to go down a little bit from that because it's one of those pieces that I feel like is just kind of holding me up from having more shot. You selling it, Sheree? You should be able to make some money off of that because I think you got that pretty cheap from where they were going for everywhere else. But IG, man, it's hard to sell on IG. If you're not selling a lot already, it's tough. I got a bunch of stuff I put on there and nobody even left a comment. So it's like, it's tough. If you're not one of the known people that are selling all the time, seems like nobody wants to really give you the time of day. That's my experience. But well, yeah, you should be able to make a couple bucks on that. I think the mintage was low on those as well. I haven't looked that up in a while. I forgot exactly what it was. But I had 3 of them. And I think I sold one, and then I took more off of it for you, but don't tell nobody that. Yeah, the 10 ounce are cool. And then I have those 2 5-ounce, the number 1 and number 2 in the series of the Awakening. And I got those cheap too. The one is like $3.80. And I think and that's the cheapest that you can find them anywhere. And then I took it down from that. So those big ticket items, I try to make it cheaper than you can find it anywhere else. But still making a little bit of money. I have the Chiwu Qian Wangs too. I have 2 that have 2 different privies on them. And there's a very low mintage on those as well. And then I have 2 of the regular ones. You got it up for what you paid? I feel like somebody should bite on that, but if they don't know what they're looking at too. Sometimes you see gold and you're like 10th ounce and you're like, oh, what's spot price? I'm paying spot, you know. So it's a little bit more than that, but that's the collector side of it. I feel like there was 12,000 of those minted or something. It was something pretty low. I don't remember. But I would mention that. It's a low mintage and oh, it's the 30-year anniversary. That was another thing. That's why they're so expensive. 15K, yeah. And the 30-year anniversary, make sure you say that. Yeah, it was a 10th ounce kookaburra. Gold 10th ounce kookaburra. I still have one of those left actually. I sold one, and then I sold the other to you, and then I still got one left. I kind of want to hold on to that last one. I sold a lot of my gold. The prices have been crazy, man, and I was just like, you know what I do regret selling? Remember that, I don't know if you guys have been around a while, but for anybody that's been watching for a couple years, I bought a 1 ounce gold Liberty for $2,700 from the mint. And I ended up selling it. And I kind of regret it, but those are going for like $5,000 right now if they're MS-70. I didn't have mine graded. But yeah, that was a low mintage too. That was lower than all the other Liberties. Yeah, the Perth Mint has some nice looking gold, and it's always 4.9's fine, right? I don't think they ever do anything 90% that I know of. Not like the Eagles. The Eagles are cool though because it being 90%, it's still an ounce of gold. So they're a little bit heavier, I guess, as far as I know. I don't have any 1 ounce gold Eagles, but I had some 10th ounce and some half ounce and quarter ounce. But I ended up selling those because gold just went through the roof. I forgot what my point was. What the hell was I talking about? I love gold. You won 100-gram silver skull bar? That's pretty cool. Yeah, you know what's funny? There's something I still haven't unboxed yet. I got the. Man, was that even the 2022? That might have even been the 2022. 10th ounce gold W. Eagle. Still in the package, still sitting on that shelf. Never even unboxed it yet. So that's another 10th ounce I got. I had 5 of those gram bars, and I've been trying to put one of those up in every auction. That way, at least there's some kind of gold. Reckless Metals has some pretty cool pieces. "24 likes. Appreciate you guys. If anybody hasn't hit the like button, feel free. Then we'll be at 25. That'll be even better. I hate to go when there's people here. I guess I shouldn't do that over that, huh? Trying to get those watch hours up. I was pretty close to 3,000, and then they changed it because it was 4,000 that you needed. I was pretty close to 3,000 back before I went on hiatus. And now we're slowly getting there again. I think we're about 2,000 watch hours, somewhere around there. So when I got people here, I hate to call it. And it's fun hanging out with you guys too. That's a given. Wish I had the thing to put this dirt in. I think I'm just gonna throw this in the trash. I don't even want to mess with it. They say you can get the silver back out of it, but I've never tried that. I do save it all, but that thing's starting to get full now. Yeah, there's a very minimal amount of flashing on this. Not like that last one, because I was sitting there pressing down on it trying to make it the handle bigger, which it did work. You can see the difference in the size. It did work, but gave me a lot of flashing because whenever you're pushing down on something that's already a mold, whatever space gets lost, silver's going to go in there. I'm sure most of you know that, but that flashing, or not the flashing, but those that little pitting is going to be gone in about 3 seconds. So I don't even really think it was pitting. It just looked like it. Yeah, I'm down with this, man. Not having to vent, that is pretty awesome. Takes up so much time. But you really can't see any of that now. It went right away. I should just leave it like this so I can hold it big. Sold! To blah, 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 for blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I forgot what movie that was. My family, I say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Messing with them. Why do you always say that? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I get goofy. My daughter's probably in another room rolling her eyes right now. Jennifer Aniston and what's his face? They were smuggling drugs from Mexico or something with a fake family. Whatever that movie was called. No, Rhonda. As a matter of fact, you're going to have one, so you can do that too if you want. Nobody's going to hear you, but you can say sold and do it. I'm just going to be like sold after you say it. So Rhonda, which one of these do you like? Do you like this design? Obviously it needs to be cleaned, but or this design. This one is one that's like kind of more of a display because it has the bottom part to it. What I'm thinking about doing with this for myself is getting like a little piece of wood, like finding some kind of branch or something I can cut kind of thin and then have that like just kind of sitting there. I don't know. Then again, I might just try to pour something. I might just make a copy of something. Yeah, this takes forever, but I'm getting there. So I'm gonna get all the flashing off of it and then run it through the tumbler. I'll do this side too because you can kind of see that line there a little bit. At least it's even. I have one good flask. That one is kind of okay because I taped the little pins that come out to make it fatter so it doesn't move. The first one I got was so bad, like I'd have to try to make sure it was down and over so it was the same. And that's just, there's a couple times where things would be kind of off to one side. Like halfway down it, you'd have it shifted to one side, and I really try not to even use any other ones now. I just use that one. So I might go to PCM and get a new one though. PCM usually has them. I got these off of Amazon. And then I'm going to make a big one too at some point. So that'll be cool. $25 likes. Hell yeah. Appreciate you guys. Probably gonna get off here soon though. I'd love to get to 30, but that little bastard in there is gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to take a Dremel of that and just make it easy. But yeah, it's coming along. I think it's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Anybody that's still here, do you would you like one of these for your auction? So I almost kind of like it just to have the damn screw still on it. It's easier to hold. I think I might make a bigger one too at some point for actually doing that. So yeah, I think I might use it during the auction. And then see if anybody's interested, I'll put it up at the end of the auction. It'll be like a end of stream auction, whatever. I can't think of what word that would make sense, but you know what I'm saying. Get your used Gavel. You can watch it be used at a whole live stream before you buy. Y'all are like, get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody worried about that. Ain't nobody worried about that. Alright, I feel like I'm kind of running out of things to talk about though. So I think I am going to end this here. I've been going, damn, almost 3 hours. Holy crap. Almost 170 minutes. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. So again, might as well say it one more time in case somebody new was here. Friday night, 8 o'clock. I'll probably come on earlier, but by 8 I'll be auctioning off 10 more channel rounds. These are the toned version. And then a couple new things. And we're going to do a giveaway for anybody that wants to do, which is why I might show up a little bit early. Anybody that wants to do a shout out video. This is 1.1 ounce. This will be for number 1. And then a ½ ounce for a number 2 winner. And for a number 3 winner, if we can get 3 people to do it, you get a ¼ ounce. And I'll obviously give you a sticker too. But yeah. Stop by. Should be a lot of fun. I'll be live Thursday again at 2:30. And hopefully have a couple more things to show you guys because I do plan on trying to pour tomorrow. Although I do think it's supposed to rain. Crap. I forgot about that. But I should have something either way. Even if it does rain, I can do some stuff inside. I got a couple smaller pieces I might try to work on. So hopefully something will be new. And then I'm going to have some coins I'm probably going to add to it as well. I got some things I've been trying to get unboxed. And some things that I did unbox already, but it's still sitting on that shelf in that room. So there's a couple things I would like to let go of There's just things I'm trying to purge, right? I'm trying to go through everything that is kind of more of a collector type of thing because I'm trying to just stack weight and trying to get more shot, you know. So it's really that's what it's about for me. I'm not really into all that collecting stuff anymore. I just have. I was one of those dudes that when I first started, I wanted a little bit of everything. So that's what I stacked and collected was everything. So there's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of things that people might not be into. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. I try not to let it go too long. After putting something up for like a minute or two, if nobody bids on it, we just pass and get the new thing up. So I'm not going to be going for 6 hours like I did the last two times, though. I'm definitely not going to let that happen. It's going to have to be shorter than that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking if I start at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 would be 4 hours, so I'm not going till 2. I think I went till 2 last time. So yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to let you guys know what was going on one more time. And you can watch that video and see everything that I could possibly put up. And then I'll show some of the newer stuff that I might put up as well. So I'm trying to not keep putting up the stuff that got passed on last time, obviously. But you never know when different people might be in there too. So it's kind of a catch-22, really. A double-edged sword, if you will. Yeah, but anyway, it'll be a lot of fun regardless. I'll probably give a silver quarter away at the top of every hour. At the end of the stream, I do have a $50. But it'll be at least that. And we'll just see where it goes. If the more bidding people do, the more I might be inclined to make the giveaways bigger. You know what I mean? But we'll play it by ear either way. Did you guys ever see that video I posted of the cat that ate rubber bands and hair ties? This isn't working. This is that cat. Hey. Isn't she cute? And her belly still looks big. She had to get surgery twice to get hair ties out of her freaking stomach. She's a good girl. I love her colors. Or the lines that she has. I have an orange cat too that has kind of lines like that too. It's like dark orange and light orange. But anyway, I'm just rambling trying to get to 5:30 because that'll be 3 hours. We're close enough. I appreciate you guys. I hate to leave anytime there's more than 3 people in here. But you got to end it at some point, right? So Thursday, 2:30, stop by. I'll be on doing what I'm doing now. Hopefully not running my mouth so much and more pouring, but Thursday, 2:30 to 4:30, and possibly later. I always seem to go later. But yeah, I can show you some things that I work on tomorrow and later on tonight. And make sure you watch that video if you want to do a shout out, get a chance to win some stuff. And I'm going to have the tone channel rounds. Let me show these one more time. That's the number 1. And you will have a chance to get one that is 0.99 and not an ounce because I messed up on that. I had one that was a little bit low of weight and it got stuck in there. I forgot to switch it out, I guess. I don't know what happened, but I toned it and then realized, what the hell? One of them's 0.99. But I'm going to let it go because I really like the look of this. So this will be the only time I'll put something out that is not a full ounce. And then these are like really purpley. That's the number 6. I like the number 10. That thing looks cool. Troll? What happened? We got a troll? My first troll. Would you be willing to give me your money? Sure. Just get it all. I'll give you all of my money. How about that? You know what they say. If you don't have a troll, you're not doing something right. It's all good. I don't mind everybody being goofy. I'm goofy all the time. So I don't know if you are a troll or not, but whatever. It's all good. Man, how do you even pronounce that? That name. But anyways, we're about to be 177 minutes. And kind of running out of things to talk about. So I'm going to get off here in a minute. This Friday, 8 o'clock. Can't say it enough. Stop by. Have a chance to win a couple things here if you make a shout out video for me. And we can try to get as many people there as possible. And have a good time. So, yeah. We're going to do that. Thursday at 4:30, I'll be live again if you guys want to hang out. I'll pour something or tone something. I don't know. Kind of depends on what's going on. We got lucky with the wind today. I thought something was going to definitely... I mean, you can look out there. All around the furnace is those things. Luckily, I covered it. But, man, I knew for sure that something was going to fall in there. But it didn't, so we lucked out. But, man, what a mess. Everything out there is covered in that stuff now. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I appreciate you guys. 10 of you still hanging out. That's awesome. I really hate to leave, but life, you know what I mean? So, check out that video. See what I got going on. Stop by Friday, 8 or 4:30 on Thursday. And keep an eye out for some videos. At some point, I'm going to get to these videos where I do some giveaways in the videos. For like my 1K giveaways that I never got around to that I'm still trying to do. But I get so involved with the pouring and trying to do live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays that it just seems to never happen. But that will be coming soon. One way or another. If I just got to have a live stream and just do it all in one live stream, I might do it that way. But yeah, shout out to Plumber Stacker. He donated a 1 ounce 3-headed dragon. That will be up for grabs for somebody to win at some point. I promise. But I got to get there. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate you guys. So like I always say, I appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.